My name is Mundar Al-Shekhani. I am an entrepreneur. At the moment, I head Oman Air Holidays, which is the national carrier of the country. First, I was born and raised in Oman, especially in Muscat. I had a long distance relation with the country. I've been 15 years away, and between education and between career growth actually. And Mundar Al-Shekhani, very ambitious man. I dream big, and sometimes actually my ambition scares me. And off corporate world, I'm a very simple man. I love diving, I love adventure, and I love exploring this beautiful world. My passion always been travel and discovering country and learning about culture and presenting my culture in a very good manner globally actually. And it made perfect sense for me is just to be part of the industry and to be part of the travel industry in general. And actually I had a very humble beginning in the industry. I started as a dishwasher and I worked my way up to the top of the ladder. But the reason is why I decided to start from scratch, because I knew if I wanted to compete in a higher level in the future, I needed to build my base right. And I'm very proud of my start as a dishwasher. I was lucky enough to understand the industry actually before I started the industry. I knew it's to grow in this industry, you have to start from the scratch and you have to build a strong base so you can keep building on with it. I have worked for several international chains and specialized on the luxury actually section. I have worked for Hyatt, for Intercont, for Fairmont Hotels and so on. 15 years in the hotel industry, and it made perfect sense coming back leading the Oman Air Holidays department. Oman, it's actually the only country in Middle East that really present the Middle East how it used to be centuries ago, and it's very balanced. So if we look at Oman, we still kept our culture, but still we are competing in an international level. And what really makes it unique, it's once you come to Oman, you really experience how Middle East used to be, even though we have some modern stuff, but still did not really take over of the country's charm. Oman Air Holidays has a huge responsibility toward to the country, and we work hand in hand with the Ministry of Tourism vision and plan for the country. So what we've done so far, actually, we made Oman as an all-year-round destination instead of winter destination. We included summer. There is a lot of places in Oman where still the weather is fine during the summer. And this is the major step we've taken in Oman Air Holidays, actually. First, actually, the Omani dish dash is, in my opinion, it's one of the most beautiful, actually, uniform wearing. And I really like it, and I quite often wear it on several occasions. The three-piece suits, actually, I represent a new generation that coming up in the country, a generation that competing into international level, and still we maintain our tradition and culture. When it comes to Omanis, we can sacrifice about anything a part of our tradition and culture. And I make sure that I present my country and my culture in a very respected and manner way, even though I don't wear the tradition cloth. First, from what they can take out of my story, every individual he can basically use my story and inspire himself. And the most important thing of the Omani youth, let's be more specific, this is my message for Omani youth. The only industry, if we look at the country, and the only industry that it's developing, it's the tourism industry, especially for fresh graduate actually from high school. My advice will be think about the tourism industry, because it's the vision and it's It's the strategy of the country to boom tourism, and it will be the best option for the youth actually to invest in this industry. And if we look the development that recently happened actually within the industry, we have a lot of big brands coming in from hotels. We have the Kempinski open up, we have the Jumeirah coming up, and plus the big additional is we have the airport, the new airport. It's really represent the country. So for every young Omani, I will tell him the right industry, the right segment that you need to get in and be in line with the vision of the country. It's tourism. Invest a lot of time in it. And don't get into this industry and think it will be walk in the park. No, it will be tough. It will be it will be a harsh ride, but it's worth it at the end, and you will see yourself actually growing because the country is growing in this segment. You will see yourself growing with the industry day by day actually, and then it's what's the country need. Yeah, and this is basically my advice will be. And just to add one more thing, while you are getting to this industry, I will ask you, please, when you fall big, because that's where you're going to gain your experience, and that's where we're going to see where you're going to see actually your knowledge and experience comes from. It's actually from continuously of failing, and then you turn them into positive. So this is my advice. When you fall big, please. For me, definitely it will be Oman Air. The reason is it's a national carrier, and it's personalized for me. I am Omani, and of course I will prefer to fly in with the national carrier of Oman Air. Although I like other brands, but still Oman Air is my favorite.